We are making a thumb spica. This one will be radial based and forearm based. So we're first gonna make the pattern. So first, we're gonna leave the IP out of the splint. So I'm gonna mark where the IP is. And then dorsally, we're gonna go just proximal to the MP joints and then extend that down onto the forearm. And then volarly, I'm going to find her thenar eminence and mark there. And then again, extend down on the forearm. And there is our pattern. Okay, now we'll be making the splint. So to line it up, I go around the IP and I'm gonna roll it just below, just for comfort. And then I have the patient bend at their elbow. And then I tag it on the ulnar side so we can get a nice snug fit. And then I have them touch their thumb to their index so we can have good positioning of the thumb. And then on the dorsal aspect, we go just proximal to the MPs. And then I like to hold their thumbs so we have a nice good fit in the palm. And then make sure you keep good positioning of the thumb. When you're molding this, just make sure you keep the wrist in a nice neutral position. When you go radial base, it is easy for the wrist to fall into ulnar deviation, so just make sure you have proper alignment of the wrist. And now I will mark where I want to trim. So again, we're gonna go kind of at the base of the thenar eminence and then extend that down. And then dorsally, make sure we sit below the MP joints. And then again, we're gonna keep it radial base, so I'm gonna extend this down to trim there. But we need to make sure that we have room for the ulnar head. So I am going to go around that. And now I will trim. So I went in and I trimmed everything that I had marked. And then I smoothed all of my edges because this is perforated. And then one tricky area is right here at the thumb, because I went in and I tagged this whenever I was molding it, but to make sure that that doesn't pop open, I just heat up that area and then I kind of stretch that material over, and then it just kind of connects that seam. And then for strapping, we're gonna do one around the forearm, one around the wrist, and then one kind of on the side of the hand. So this is the finished product. So like I said, we have two straps here and then one around the hand. Can they flex and extend the IP? Yep, great. And then additionally, so like I said earlier, this is a radial based thumb spica, but you can also make this circumferential. You would just extend the volar and dorsal aspects of the splint to the ulnar side, and then you'd have a small opening ulnarly. And then you would just make sure you pad the ulnar head as well.